and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. We have a really good show lined up today, and we're going to start off with Denise McConduit. She is an author, and she's a part of the New Orleans Book Festival, and that's a great festival where they're giving away book to kids, and she's going to tell you more about that. Then we move to Kevin Harrell. Kevin is a historian with the Historic New Orleans Collection, and they've got a great program coming up that you can be a part of. Robyn McCormick is the Executive Director for Breakthrough New Orleans. Some great information she's going to be sharing with us about a fundraiser they have coming up. And Natalie Gonzalez is the Executive Director for WRBH. We know it as the Radio for the Blind. They've got a golf tournament coming up. It's their 11th annual. And Joanettia Price. Joanettia is the CEO, the owner, the publisher, the founder of Unique Access Magazine, and they have an expo coming up that you're going to hear a lot of good things about that she's got to share. Again, Steve Sawyer, stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our first guest, Denise McConduit, is an author and is a participant in the New Orleans Book Festival. Denise, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. Appreciate it. The New Orleans Book Festival, such an incredible organization. Tell us a little bit about the mission of the organization and what you guys do.
Okay, it's the 6th anniversary, and the mission is to give books to kids, get children's books in the hands of kids, as well as this year we're promoting literacy, and we have programs. We've expanded it to adult readers also.
Oh, super.
So it's for kids and adults this year.
And it takes place on November 6th through the 7th.
Yes.
And where's it at?
Okay, the first night, November 6th, is at the Ladder Library at 5120 St. Charles Avenue. And it's going to be Twinkle Twinkle is the theme, and it's going to be a musical performance. We want people to come out and bring your lawn chairs, bring blankets. It's going to be a beautiful night, a beautiful event.
Free?
Free,
Open to the public?
absolutely free, open to the public.
Now, for the books themselves, can people bring books if they wanted to donate books to you guys?
Definitely.
Is that okay?
If you want to donate books, I'm sure you can.
Any limitations? I mean, you take magazines or is it just
No,
hardbacks?
we're not really collecting books.
Okay.
The purpose is for us to give books away, and we're partnering with Cox Cable, so I want to say thank you to Cox.
Oh, you're very welcome.
But we also are partnering with Barnes & Nobles.
Okay, great.
So we have a lot of books that authors are going to be signing. We're going to be selling books. We're also going to give books away. So kids will get free books.
Now, how would I know to go about if I want to get a free book? Is there a qualification for that?
No,
or?
you just come to the fair and enjoy
Do I get to
the
pick the book out that I
festivities.
want?
You pick out the book that you want and just walk. If you are a kid,
That's awesome.
come home with a book.
And your 6th annual, that's incredible.
6th annual. And it's been we've had like 25,000 people attend, and we've given over 45,000 books within the past 5 years.
Now let me ask real quick before we wrap it up on Saturday. Where is it? You said 2 locations.
Okay, Saturday is going to be at the Big Lake at City Park, which is a wonderful large lake.
Is that by the museum?
It's right by the Museum of Art. We're going to have free transportation if you need transportation, and also on that Saturday, as an added bonus, the Museum of Art is going to have half price on their admission.
Oh, what a good package that is.
That's a great deal.
Well, Denise, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you
Best
for
of
having
luck.
me.
The website is nolabookfest.org
Yes.
for more information. Stay with us. We've got a few more guests. We'll be right back. We're sitting here today with Allison, also known as the Safety Mom. Allison, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. Let me begin by asking, it seems like more and more homes are secured these days because of home security systems naturally, but I'm curious, why are customers, like customers of Cox, why are customers looking to cable companies for home security?
Well, as a national family safety expert, I know you're right. More and more people are getting home security systems. They're a must. And that's why, I'm so excited to partner with Cox Home Life, because it goes above and beyond. It's a natural extension for people to look to their cable company while they already have the technology in the house to take it to that next level and actually make their home smarter and more manageable.
Well, and when I hear the term home life, I mean, I think of home security, but I also think of things other than security that is a marriage with security and makes my security better. So how does Cox utilize technology to improve on things like that?
Well, all of us are so busy in our lives. We're running here, we're running there, and we are looking to technology to help us do things. So that's what's great with Cox Home Life. This allows a person to manage their home remotely from their phone, from their internet, whatever tablet they have, so that they can turn on and off lights. They can turn on up and down the heat. They can get texts when people come in or out of the door. They can automatically unlock or lock a door. So not only is it making it more manageable, but you're actually saving money because of all of the savings from turning down your heat, turning off lights, especially when your kids forget to do it.
And I know, speaking of technology, we as parents, we tend to worry about our kids with technology. So how does Cox utilize technology to not only keep our kids safe, but help us monitor what's going on in our home as well?
Well, that's right. 70% of us as parents are monitoring our kids with texts and phones. What's great now is we have additional peace of mind with cameras in the home to see when they come home, to see if they've come home alone. But we really can understand what they're doing when we're not there. And it certainly gives us peace of mind.
Allison, thank you so much. And I want to end with one last question because this is all such exciting information. Where can customers go to find more information about Cox Home Life?
Well, what's really cool is they can actually download an app and try it out for free to see how it works. And then after that, they can go to cox.com/homelife to get more information.
Allison, thank you so much for taking time to be a part of this today. We've been talking to Allison Jacobson, the safety mom, and we've been talking about Cox Home Life. And welcome back to the show. So happy to have Kevin Harrell with us. Kevin is a historian with the Historic New Orleans Collection. Kevin, thanks so much for taking time to be with us.
Great to be here.
Historian. What does that entail? What all, as being a historian, what do you do?
At the collection, right now I work in the cataloging department, so I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I work with rare books, rare pamphlets. They have me work with exhibits. I've done a little bit of everything.
That's got to be interesting line of work, I can only imagine.
It is
especially
great.
in New Orleans.
Especially in New Orleans, especially as a historian of the Gulf South.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you always, how long have you been doing that?
With the collection?
Yeah.
I've been there a little over a year and a half.
Wow, good for you. So you've got we were talking before the segment started, you've got a program that's airing on Thursdays now. I'm going to let you talk about that because it's actually going to air for the next 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Every Thursday at 8:30. So talk about that. Give us all the details on that.
So the Historic New Orleans Collection is in partnership with WWNO and the Midlo Center at the University of New Orleans. And we are putting together a series of tricentennial minutes. They are 5 to 8 minute long segments during morning drive time at on 89.9. And essentially what we're trying to do is produce stories, lesser known stories about New Orleans' past and how it is situated in the broader Atlantic world context in a national sense.
Wow.
So so we've these aren't going to be stories that a lot of people have heard. We're kind of moving beyond the mythic and familiar.
And is somebody narrating the stories, or?
Our producer, Lane Kaplan Levinson, yes. She will be interviewing professors from Harvard. She'll be interviewing local historians, local personalities. It sort of runs the gamut.
And that's what I was going to ask, is are you actually going to be interviewing people that facts, history, and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, people with a personal tie to the story, historians who have an expert knowledge of the subject matter, a little bit of everything.
Wow, that is incredible. And you're into this now. You've done 2 shows, I
We've
believe?
done 2 shows.
Okay.
We did a pilot episode on October 1st, which featured the birth of the city, story of 1718 to 1722. Now we've kind of transitioned into the month of October, where we'll be featuring stories that deal with immigration. And we're not going to contain all of immigration in this one particular month. We'll certainly circle back around and talk about these things.
Kevin, let me ask, the website, we'll put this on the screen, is hnoc.org.
Yes.
All the information about the shows can be found possibly on that website. I mean, will you have a listing of upcoming shows and things like that?
We do, and we also on WWNO. We'll talk about that. We'll also kind of feature that. You'll be able to listen. You can buy the podcasts Tri for Tricentennial, Pod for Podcast. You can buy the podcasts on iTunes, and you should be able to access the shows on WWNO's website.
Kevin, they're telling me to wrap it up. I could talk about this all day. This is fascinating. So within 2.5 years, we got some time to have you maybe come back on the show.
Definitely.
And tell us how you're doing. Kevin, thanks for being here. Appreciate it so much. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the show. So happy to have Robyn McCormick with us. Robyn is the Executive Director for Breakthrough New Orleans. Robyn, thanks for taking time to be here.
And thank you very much for taking time to have us on
our
the show
pleasure.
today.
Hey, Breakthrough New Orleans, the first time I believe we've had anybody on the program from the organization. Give us a little background about the mission of the organization, kind of, what you're involved in and things like that.
Okay. Well, Breakthrough New Orleans is actually formerly Summerbridge New Orleans, and it has a twofold mission. The first part of our mission is to take underserved public and charter middle school students who are highly motivated and have the potential to succeed, and prepare them for an academically rigorous experience in both high school and that they're on the path of going to college. But the other part of our mission is to actually take high school and college students from around the country and train them to either become teachers or advocates for educational equity. So we've been around since 1990 and founded at Isidore Newman School.
And you actually take people from all over the country to come?
Yes,
Wow, that's
yes, it is a very extensive application process for the high school and college students who apply to become a part of the program.
Let me ask, your website is btnola.org.
Yes.
All the information on the website for people watching at home can be found about the organization on the
Yes,
website.
so information about
about
the mission of the program, how students can get enrolled in the program, how teachers can get involved in the program, as well as is available on the website, which is www.btnola.org.
Okay. Now you've got a big event coming up on November 7th. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, so we are so excited that we are celebrating our 25th anniversary, and what better way to do that, of course, than in New Orleans than to celebrate with a cocktail reception. So on Saturday, November 7th, from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Reynolds Ryan Art Gallery at Isidore Newman School, we will have a cocktail reception, honoring Jay and Adrian Altman, who helped to found the program, as well as Isidore Newman School for all of their support that they've provided to the program over the years.
Okay. Now, is there a cost for tickets?
Yes, there is a cost for tickets. Tickets are available at a cost for $50 a ticket, and then we also have a special rate for young professionals who are 25 and under for $25.
Wow. And it is a fundraiser for the organization.
Yes, it is a fundraiser for the organization,
all the
proceeds go back into Breakthrough New Orleans to provide tuition-free programming for the middle school students who are involved in our program.
Yeah. How many kids have you had go through the program?
Oh, over the course of 25 years, I would probably say over 1,500 students, I'm pretty sure, have been involved in the program. I mean, every summer we have about 110 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that are on Newman's campus for a very, very academically rigorous summer intensive program.
That is absolutely incredible.
Yes,
Congratulations
it really is.
and best of success with the upcoming program. They're giving me the signal that we've got to go. I could talk about this.
I know, you really can.
It is
You really
incredible.
can talk
Robyn,
about it for
thank
a
you
while,
so
too.
much for taking time. Again, good luck with the upcoming event, and we hope to have you back again sometime to tell us more about the program. We've got a couple more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. We're very happy to have Natalia Gonzalez. She is the Executive Director for WRBH, which we know in New Orleans is the radio for the blind. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here. I've always wanted to have somebody on the show
I'm
with
glad
Radio
we got
for the
to
Blind.
get
It's such a great organization. How long have you been around? You've been around for a long time.
WRBH has been around 35 years.
35 years, wow.
Yes.
Talk, if you can, the mission of the organization, the radio station, kind of what you're involved in, and things like that. Because we all know what the station is about, but I know that the mission and so forth, there's a driving force behind that.
Absolutely. The mission is to turn the printed word into the spoken word, so the blind and print impaired have access to current information, because it takes a very long time to print stuff in Braille. And actually, from what my blind constituents have told me Braille is almost a dying art.
Really?
Yes, it's difficult to learn and it's cumbersome. A Braille, like a brochure like this in Braille would be 5 times this size.
Wow.
So to carry around Braille printed materials is very cumbersome.
So as opposed to hearing spoken word.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
And we are a completely volunteer-driven organization for the reading angle. The staff is paid. We have to fill in and read every now and again, but we're very lucky. We have about 150 volunteer readers. Some of
Can
them,
anybody volunteer?
well, you have to pass an audition.
Okay.
So anybody can try to volunteer, but you know.
But there are
we're-
requirements.
There are requirements. And the lovely thing about WRBH is that some of our readers have been with us from the beginning.
Wow,
Like
that's incredible.
35 years.
Hey, real quick before we run out of time, you've got a big golf tournament coming up. It's your
Yes, we
11th annual
do.
golf tournament. Talk about that real quick.
Yes, it's October 23rd. We've changed everything. It's at Lakewood Country Club, shotgun, whatever the golf terminology is.
Shotgun start.
Yeah, there you go. We're having lunch,
Super.
beer,
What
lots
time
of
is the
fun.
shotgun start?
12:30.
Okay.
Lunch at 11:30. Lunch,
Okay.
but listen, and I know you hear this all the time, but seriously, as of today, spots are going fast.
Yeah, it's a great golf course. It's a great time
Oh,
of year,
it's going to
too.
be wonderful.
So the website is WRBH.org. Information on the golf tournament can be found
Yes,
on. Can
and
you register
register
online?
online as well.
Okay, and it's your 11th annual. It's a
11th,
fundraiser
and
for the
It is a
organization.
fundraiser for the organization.
Well, listen, best of luck. Please continue to come back on the show and update us on the station and how things are going. We'd love to have you come back.
I would love to come back.
All right, thank you. Stay
Thank
with us. We have
you.
one more guest. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our final guest is Joanettia Price. She is the CEO, owner, publisher, founder of Unique Access Magazine.
Yes.
I always like it when we have that type of individual on the show because you know
Yes.
everything there is to know about the product and so forth. So thank you
Yes.
so much for
Thank
being
you.
on the
and
show.
thank you for having me here.
It's not a problem at all. We love having you here. Talk about the magazine and a little bit about the magazine, who you cater to, and just, I mean, you know, you're the founder and everything. How'd you do
Yes.
that, so to speak?
Yes, the magazine is Unique Access Magazine, and it is a business organization's entrepreneur magazine. But what's unique about it is also focuses on family, faith, finances. Those are the key and important things, you know, in one's life as in business. It also caters to talk about your health. Your health is important. A healthy mind is a healthy business. And what inspired me to start with Unique Access Magazine is that I help businesses start. I help people start their business, those who aspire to start business. And I said there has to be a way economically that they can afford to advertise their business and get it out, that things that people will hold on to.
Yeah.
And that magazine is something, people don't get rid of magazines.
No,
so
they
that's a
don't.
way to advertise and get your business out so that people would know what you're doing. So I actually started this magazine in November of last year.
Okay.
And
So
it
you're coming up
just
on a year old.
Yes, coming up on a year old, and it has bloomed.
Good for you.
Right now, I'm currently printing over 10,000 copies. I have hundreds of subscribers.
Good for you.
They're in the bookstores. They're in the gospel bookstores. So I cater to the business industry as well as in the Christian community as well.
Well, good for you and congratulations on
Thank
that. That's
you.
awesome. Now, you've got an expo trade show coming up, and this will
Yes.
obviously be your first one that
Yes.
you've done. So
oh
talk
my
about
God,
that.
it is going to be simply awesome. Awesome. It's going to be an epic event. What we're doing is we're bringing businesses together that they may be able to network, and we're creating a net that's working. So what we're doing, we've coupled that with doing text, tweet, meet, greet, social suites. We're going to have fashion show that's going to display some of the vendors' products. We are going to have a red carpet photo op, business red carpet photo op. We're going to have VIP lounging. We're going to have pampering stations where they're going to get massages. They're going to get hand massages.
Holy cow.
We're going to have full course dinner. We're going to have comedy. We're also going to have some live jazz entertainment with Charmaine Neville, Tanya Powell, as well as have a host of vendors and exhibitors that are going to be there. and it is something that's going to be open to the public that they may come in to purchase some of those items from those particular vendors there.
Let me ask before we run out of time. It's November 7th.
It's November
Larry
the
O
7th,
Center.
yes.
Is it free?
Well, no, there is a cost.
Not a problem.
It is $159
Okay.
to experience everything.
Okay.
Now, it is $5 for the public to get in, just to get to the vendor
Right.
booths.
Okay. All right. They're telling me that we're out of time, and I think you've
Oh,
covered
God,
everything.
yes,
Listen,
yes.
Joanetta, congratulations,
Thank
entrepreneurs, and this is your yearly
Yes, yes,
deal,
very
and I
excited.
think that's awesome that you're doing the expo and
Yes.
trade show. So congratulations on
Thank
that. Obviously, you're
you.
very excited about it. And
Yes,
that's
I
great.
am very, very excited. It's
Nothing,
going to be a
nothing
blessing.
wrong with that. They're telling me we
Yes.
got to go, Joanetta. Thank you so
Okay.
much for
Thank
being on the
you.
show.
Thank you
You've
for
been
having
watching
me.
Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, and we'll see you next time.